Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're interested in growing your wealth passively and learning from one of the most successful real estate mogul out there, you're in for a treat. Today we'll dive into Barbara Corcoran top 5 passive income ideas. I'll be sharing my personal take on each one of them. I will also leave the article link at the bottom of the presentation and in the video description if you want to read the article yourself. Now let's get started. Uh, the first idea is real estate investing. Barbara Corcoran is a real estate legend. She started her company, the Corcoran Group, with just $1,000 and turned into one of the most recognized brands in real estate. Her first passive income idea is a classic: real estate investing. According to Barbara, real estate is one of the safest long-term way to grow your wealth as property value tend to appreciate over time. I couldn't agree more. Real estate is one of the safest investment as long as you do your homework on the market and the condition, the location of the property. Back in 2009, I had the chance to dive into my first real estate deal. Partnering with my family, we bought a triplex in Huntington Beach, California for $543,000. Fast forward 15 years, and that property is now valued at approximately 1.3 million. A second opportunity came along in 2011 when we purchased a fourplex in Buena Park, California, for 526,000. That property too is now valued around 1.3 million. Unfortunately, I no longer own these property, though that's a story for another video. The second idea is growing through leverage. Next on Barbara's list is leveraging debt by expanding your real estate portfolio. She emphasized the value of borrowing money to buy additional property while using rental income to cover the mortgage payment. Her golden rule is simple. Put 20% down on an investment property and make sure your tenant pay off the mortgage for you. While this strategy can work wonders for scaling up, it's important to recognize the risk. I knew a client whose son owned two property, one in Westminster and another in Garden Grove. Unfortunately, he had taken out an adjustable mortgage on both homes, and when the rate was set, his $3,000 per month monthly payment ballooned to over 6,000. He ended up losing both property to foreclosure. This situation really opened up my eye to the potential pitfall of over leveraging. In my Vietnamese culture, the idea of borrowing money to buy a house was unfamiliar. Most real estate transactions were made in cash. When I learned about the concept of securing a mortgage for 80% or more of the property value, I knew it was something I needed to explore more deeply. It's an incredible, powerful tool, but you have to use it carefully to avoid getting in it over your head. Uh, the third idea is house hacking. Barbara's third passive income idea is the strategy known as house hacking. This involves living in one unit of a multi-unit property while renting out the others, allowing the rental income to offset or sometimes completely cover your mortgage. House hacking is one of the smartest ways to get into real estate investing, particularly for first-time home buyer. It reduces your living expenses while helping you build equity. It's a win-win situation. I had a client who experienced the power of house hacking firsthand. After renting for over 10 years, they bought their first home in California. When they relocated from Massachusetts, they initially rented an apartment for $1,800 a month in Fountain Valley. As their family grew, they realized they needed more space and decided to buy a house. Once they purchased the house, they rent out the converted garage for $1,200 a month, and they split the main 4-bed, 2-bath unit and rent out half of it for an additional $1,000 a month. Now their monthly mortgage was only $2,000 a month, which means they were essentially living rent free, while their tenant covered the payment and helped them build equity. This strategy not only reduced their housing costs, but also allowed them to steadily pay down the principal each month. The fourth investment idea is invest in the emerging area. Barbara is a firm believer in the power of investing in developing neighborhood areas with growth potential where property value are likely to rise over time. She often mentioned how she invested in Brooklyn long before it became the hot market it is today. This approach resonates with me because I've seen the firsthand how valuable it can be to identify up and coming area. My own experience has taught me that the right location can significantly boost your return. Looking back at my investment in 2009 and 2011, I purchased property close to where I lived at the time, believing that being nearby would make it easier to manage. We bought a triplex in 2009 and a fourplex in 2011, both of which doubled in value over the next decade. However, in 2022, I realized how limiting my mindset has been. I purchased a triplex in San Bernardino for 635,000, and when I found out that the previous owner had bought that same property for just 144,000 back in 2011, it hit me. If I've been willing to venture a bit further from home, I could have made even larger gain. The difference in appreciation between the property in such a close proximity amazed me. Here's an interesting perspective. A 20% down payment on a $500,000 property that appreciate 1.3 million represent about 900% gain a return on that down payment. However, a 20% down payment on a $150,000 property that appreciate to $600,000 result in a 1,600% returns on that same down payment. Investing in emerging market require patience and research, but when you're done right, the return can be even more substantial than in an established area. Now, if you want to know which emerging market I'm looking to invest in the near future, send me a comment and I'll respond to you. Uh, and the last investment idea is diversify beyond real estate. While Barbara's main focus has always been real estate, she always emphasized the importance of diversifying beyond it. She's not afraid to take calculated risks and invest in unconventional opportunity outside her core area. I see this slightly different though. While I do agree that the diversification is crucial, I believe that it's important to focus on area you understand well. Over the year, I've tried various side hustle, but only a few has been as successful as real estate. I once ran a booth at the local swap meet selling Pokemon card, which eventually led to opening a card shop with my brother. That's still active today. Another time, I sold food at a 626 night market. Most of these ventures didn't pan out as expected, but each failure taught me something valuable and eventually led to a more promising opportunity. I think it's important to experience when you're young so you can discover what truly worked for you. I feel fortunate to have found real estate early on, but looking back, I believe I became a bit too comfortable between 2012 and 2020, which slowed my progress. Now I focus on making the most of my time. I want to look back 10 years from now and feel glad that I concentrate on real estate when many thought the market has peaked. After all, rent will continue to rise over the next decade, but a fixed mortgage will remain the same, which make real estate and investing a powerful long-term strategy. That's it for Barbara Corcoran, 5 best passive income ideas. From real estate to leveraging debt and diversifying your portfolio, her strategy can offer some valuable insight for anyone looking to build wealth. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more financial and real estate tips. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.